Now, as the gate opens here at 65 North Holokai Road, affectionately known as Holokai Hale, you start to realize that you're in a very special place. As you look, the entrance, it is what a proper estate, when you use the word estate, it really should feel like. As you walk down the driveway here, palm trees line the sides. There's multiple coconut palms that have all sorts of green coconuts all through this first section of the yard here. And the closer you get down through towards the house, you really get a sense of exceptional property here. Now over here to the side here, this is the art studio, sometimes called the yoga studio. And next to the yoga studio is an above ground planter. And then as you leave the yoga studio, right next there is a patch of bananas. Okay, there are so many apple bananas in there. It is absolutely amazing. And I mean, there is at least several dozen banana trees that are fruiting right now. And let me tell you, the apple bananas here on Maui, if you're not familiar with them, are amazing. If you know them, then you know what it would be like to have several dozen banana trees. Over to this side, we have tea leaves, both red and green. And then behind the tea leaves, we have a beautiful guava tree. Avocado, bird of paradise. We've got several pineapples. We have noni fruit. Have you ever heard of noni fruit? Well, noni fruit is one of those that's supposed to be exceptionally healthy, extremely healthy. And sometimes when you talk about extremely healthy stuff, it ain't that delicious. But noni is very often the stinky fruit. So here in the primary driveway here, there are several papaya trees. There is Hawaiian red pepper there. And oh yes, it is as good as you would imagine. There are multiple citrus trees on this entire property. There's oranges, lemons, pomelo. Up here, we have the monkey pod tree. And there are there's 4 or 5 orchids in there, which are just loving it, you know. And as we enter through the yard here, over here is where the citrus trees are. There is a soursop tree that is flourishing. It is absolutely amazing. So coming up through this section of the yard, I mentioned pineapple right behind the soursop tree. Oh, soursop tree here. There's 3 or 4 pineapple that are fruiting. Got them growing right now. Bitter melons here. Behind them, we have several species of lemon and we have pomelo, and it's pretty fantastic. So here at 65 North Holokai Road, aka Holokai Hale, this grass, there's so much grass here. And in Maui, Brazilian cherries. A little sour still. Oh, that one looks good to go. Oh yeah, Bug enjoyed that one already. Let's see if we can get us a good Brazilian cherry here. How about this one? Oh yeah, Bug liked that one too. Oh no, maybe not. I don't think that's Bug eating. What do you think? That's Ben eating. Woo! So through the side here, little secret garden pathway here. Again, this 2-acre yard is fully fenced. And as you saw the gate at the front, sauna, cold plunge. And all in all, we're about 1,700 foot of covered lanai space here in this house. There's many more papayas over here. The pool and the hot tub over here. And again, more papayas at the back of the yard. I think there's about 24 papaya trees out here. And then we have a small fire pit. More bird of paradise. There's some bamboo on the property. And there's a little passageway to the little kids not sneak out, the little hangout area. So what do you say, shall we check out the inside of the house? So we'll go through the back side of the formal entrance into the formal foyer here. This sitting room, as soon as you walk in here, you recognize, you're reminded that here at 65 North Holokai Road, it's an exceptional property. I haven't many times in my life found wallpaper that I like. This wallpaper is pretty classy. Now this is the primary suite on the lower level, and you'll see that there's a patio door right there. That is the grandmother unit on the back, or as we call it here on Maui, the ohana. In this house, there are 5 total bedrooms and 6 bathrooms. So all the 5 bedrooms are en suite, and here in the accessory dwelling unit, ohana, grandmother apartment, in-law apartment, bedroom in the back, again, ensuite bathroom in here. You really get a sense of how much space we're working with in this house. I mentioned earlier there's about 1,700 foot of covered lanai space. This is tigerwood flooring. And now 65 North Holokai Road was built in multiple phases. This is the original phase to the house here. Initially, this house was built with just this section here, and you may have noticed it's almost yurt shaped, it's almost round. It is not a square house. So all these rooms, they don't have corners. And some people really, really, really love that, including myself. And again, this is the lower level living area. 2 bedrooms on this lower level, both en suite. Laundry room here. Now this staircase, there's a man on Maui named Nick Fournier, and he's kind of famous for making beautiful staircases like this. This is a custom-made, bespoke staircase to go up to the 2nd floor of Holokai Hale. Enter into the kitchen, Sub-Zero, Viking, KitchenAid appliances, ohia wood table, custom ohia wood cabinetry, butler pantry over to the side here, which, you know, if there's a butler pantry, you know that's a special place. The primary suite, this section of the house, you have this ginormous sleeping area, a very large fan, and again, we have the tigerwood flooring in here. And again, you'll notice that it's circular, it's not square. This is a really open, spacious place, and based on that circular floor plan, you have lots and lots of windows. The primary dressing suite here, you can see the definite luxurious feel here, and we'll get into the primary bathroom here, which has a classical, perhaps European feel with Italian marble, soaking tub, split AC. And then directly across from the primary suite is the primary living room on the upper floor here. Originally designed as a dining area here, it's a beautiful sitting area now that I really enjoy spending some time in. Now, I understand why this was a dining room because it's right next to the kitchen, but the kitchen island, there's already 6 people sitting comfortably there. We could even put a couple of extra chairs. There could be 8. So this has been transformed into a seating room, which is actually excellent usage of the space. Now, the current owners of Holokai Hale, there used to be downstairs, you may have noticed it's the theater room. Well, it used to be much more of a very, very clear theater space. Well, the current owners are not that big into TVs, so they modified that room so it is a sitting area. There is a TV, but it's not focused on the theater. Here is the den on the primary 2nd floor level here. Again, we have the outdoor living space. This is the communications room for the main house. And then what I'd like to share with you next is one of the few times in my life I have liked wallpaper. Never in my life have I ever been into wallpaper, and this here is so cool. Reminds me of Narnia. That looks like Aslan there. One thing about Holokai Hale here is the solar system. There's 54 panels on the roof. So Holokai Hale is essentially fully off-grid capable. So here, it's hard to see today because there's a little bit of a haze, but that is ocean view off right here, and you might not be able to tell because it looks like it's a little cloud. But again, there's about 850 square feet downstairs, 850 square foot upstairs, covered outdoor space, looking out over the pool. And it is, those ocean views are pretty nice actually. Now over here, as we come to the garage, above the garage is the office. Now when you enter into the office, more tiger wood flooring, but you might actually have this idea that you are in a very high-end hotel room. However, there is no bathroom over here in the office, so we have the control room behind there that controls the entire electrical sound system for the entire place. And then down these stairs here is the garage. So Holokai Hale, more than 2 acres of very well manicured yard, fully fenced, gated, and then more than 5,000 square foot of interior space, 5 bedrooms, 6 bathrooms. This office bonus room, there's a workshop outside, there's the art studio outside, the pool, the spa, and all this can be yours for $4 million. If you have any questions about this or anything else real estate on Maui, I'm Benjamin Finnerty with the 808 Real Estate Team. Reach out to me. Aloha.